Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So we're switching things up a little bit today. I'm going to be talking about makeup and I'm going to be sharing my most repurchased makeup items. These are the products that I keep purchasing over and over because I love them. They are my holy grails and they perform so well. Now, of course, I do have a lot of makeup products in my collection. I do have a lot of favorites like different cream blushes and bronzers, different foundations, but at the end of the day, I always go back to these specific products. So let me show you what those products are, but please don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. And also please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up as it really helps my channel with the algorithm. So the first product that I'm going to be sharing is one that I have been using for over 7 years, and I just keep repurchasing this product over and over because I love the way that it applies to the skin. I love the coverage that it gives and the complexion. And this is the IT Cosmetics CC Cream, and this is my favorite foundation ever. I have been using this since the beginning of time and it's still my favorite and my go-to. I use this almost every single day. I love the way that it applies to the skin. It doesn't look cakey, it doesn't look too makeup-y either, and it's a true medium to full coverage. Your skin still shines through and I think that looks beautiful. Also, this is going to give your skin that skin-like look with just a little bit of that glow because this formula contains a lot of skincare ingredients, so a lot of anti-aging ingredients and ingredients to keep the skin nice and hydrated as well. And there is also a mineral sunscreen formula as well. So this has a 9% titanium dioxide and a 6.3% zinc oxide. There is no sunscreen smell with this whatsoever, and I do not rely on this as my sun protection for the day. I always apply a separate sunscreen beforehand because remember with sunscreen you need to apply approximately 2 to 3 finger lengths to get that proper SPF protection, and so if I were to do that with this, my skin would look very makeup-y and it would look very unnatural. So I love how this contains sunscreen because it just adds that extra protection, but just don't rely on your makeup for your sun protection. Just don't. But this is beautiful. If you haven't tried this, I highly recommend it. They do have an illumination formula also that I love, and I actually just purchased one during the Sephora sale, so I will be using that quite a bit during the winter months. That one just gives more of that luminosity to the skin, whereas this is more of that skin-like look. And then they do have a matte formula also if you'd like to be more on that matte side. And I have tried it before and it's okay. I wouldn't say that it's super mattifying, but it definitely is more mattifying than this. So if that's your thing, then maybe you'll want to look into that one. I have 2 shades here because I tend to mix the two when I don't have a tan. So this is light and fair, and then in the summer I just wear the shade light, and that tends to be my perfect match. And I do have this on my skin today just so that you get a good visual. So as you can see, my skin looks quite skin-like and it doesn't look icky, and I really love it. The Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter is another product that I keep repurchasing because this is a multi-purpose product. You can use this for so many things. Now, of course, e.l.f. Cosmetics just came out with a similar product to this, and yes, it's pretty much a dupe, so of course you would get the same effect with that product, but this is the one that I've been using the longest, and so that's why I am mentioning this. Now, you can use this as a makeup primer, so of course you can apply this all over your face before your foundation. You can mix a little bit of this into your foundation and apply it to your skin that way, which is typically what I like to do. You can also mix a little bit of this into your moisturizer to give your skin that added glow and radiance, and you can use this as a highlighter. So you can use this on top of your cheekbones, down the bridge of your nose. Maybe you can use this as an eyeshadow and to also highlight that brow bone, and you can also use this on your body. And this is typically what I like to do, especially in the summer, or if I have somewhere special to go. I will apply this to my chest and my collarbone. I will bring it down my arms, even my legs. So if you have some parties coming up for the holiday season, or you plan on going on vacation, and you know how we get all dressed up for dinner and you have that nice tan going on, this is going to look absolutely beautiful on your skin when you're wearing that nice strapless dress dress or, you know, something that is showing off your skin. There are so many shades to pick from as well. I have it in the shade Fair. I do have one shade that is darker than this, and I do like to use that one more so in the summer, but this is amazing. So I have two concealers here that I always gravitate towards, and this is the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. I have shared this a few times on my channel before, and this is one of the concealers that I've been using the longest, especially for underneath my eyes. This one has a very thin, lightweight formula that is very hydrating. It doesn't make your under eyes look 10 times worse. It does not accentuate dry patches and fine lines. It just looks beautiful. And I do have this underneath my eyes today, and I just really love the way that this performs. And so you can use this on other parts of your face as well, but to be honest with you, I just strictly use this for my under eyes, and I always go back to it because it's just that formula that works so well. And the other concealer that I've been using for a very long time is by Maybelline, and this is the Instant Age Rewind Eraser. I think a lot of us have probably tried this by now, and I will use this underneath my eyes. This is very brightening. I always like to go a few shades lighter than what my skin tone is naturally because I do like that nice brightness underneath the eyes, and sometimes I use this as a highlighter. So I will highlight, you know, the center part of my face, anywhere where I would like to, you know, highlight to make certain things pop. So if I have my bronzer and blush and maybe I went too far down with it, then I will use this and just highlight this bottom half of my jawline and blend it in so that it gives my cheeks more of that pop and it just looks more blended. So many ways to use this, and I also like to use this on my neck. So sometimes I will break out on my neck, and this is the perfect product and shade to touch up those areas on my neck, of course, when I am at my palest. This is in the shade Ivory, so shade 100, pretty fair. But in the summer, of course, I do use a darker one, and that one works just as well. So I really do like the applicator, but I will say this is a product that can easily get contaminated. So whenever I purchase a new one, I just try to apply it on the back of my hand, and I just grab from my hand and use it wherever I want to use it. I don't use this directly onto my skin anymore because I worry about contamination, and that can easily happen with these little sponge applicators. So just something to think about if you plan on using this, or maybe you are using it. Start, you know, using it on the back of your hand, or get a brush and grab from the product that way instead of going right onto your skin. The Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Setting Powder is another product that I have repurchased over and over because this setting powder does not leave your skin looking cakey, dry, and powdery. There is something special with this formulation. Honestly, when you apply this to your skin absorbs that powder, and it's like it becomes skin-like. It doesn't look like you've put powder on your face. It just looks beautiful. So I only apply this to my under eyes to conceal my concealer, of course. I will apply this to around my nose and any troubled areas like blemishes. So if I have some blemishes and I want that concealer to stay on top of it for the entire day, I will always set it with setting powder, and this one does the job really well. But this one works really nicely underneath the eyes, and I think that's the most important because that's the area that shows fine lines, the area that shows crepiness and texture, and this does not accentuate any of that. It's beautiful. MAC Fix Plus. I have been using this for over 10 years, and I always go back to it because this performs so well in keeping your makeup in place for the entire day. But not only that, this gives the most beautiful, dewy, glowy complexion. And I do have this on my skin today, and as you can see, I do have that nice glow going on, and a lot of this radiance is coming from this product right here. So I love this for fall and winter because it just keeps your skin looking hydrated and healthy, but then of course you're getting the benefits of your makeup staying in place for the entire day. So in my opinion, this has to be one of the best makeup setting sprays on the market. I do have a small one here, but there are larger sizes, and I do have a larger size in my collection, but I did purchase this during the summer so that I can throw this in my makeup bag, and I do like to spritz this on top of my skin throughout the day as well, especially during the winter months. So if you have dry skin, and you know when you put makeup onto dry skin, sometimes it can can accentuate those dry patches, spray this on top of your skin, and I'm telling you right now, that dryness will tone down and your skin will just look more hydrated. This is truly one of the best. The Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow is one of my most repurchased bronzer highlighter duos. And I am somebody that loves bronzer and highlighter as well as blush. I have quite the collection of these three types of makeup products. And so out of everything that I have, this is the one that I purchase the most. And so this is what it looks like. I have to be careful because the highlighter broke and I don't want it to crumble onto my lap here. But that's the bronzer, and of course this is the highlighter. Now, I use this bronzer quite a bit. I have it on my skin today. I have a little bit of this highlighter on the top of my cheekbone, but not only that, I use this a lot for my eyeshadow. So of course I use the bronzer in my crease and the outer corner, and I bring it down the lower lash line, and then I use the highlighter as my eyeshadow base, and I do like to highlight my brow bone with this. So a lot of the times I always use my bronzers and my highlighters on my eyes. Of course, I do have eyeshadow palettes and I will use those and create different looks, but for that quick everyday look, I always gravitate towards this palette for my eye look as well as my face, and it just does the job so well. And I do believe there is one darker than this, so if you do have a darker skin tone than I do, there is another shade to pick from. The Beauty Blender is one of my most repurchased items, and this is what I use to apply my CC cream with, my foundations, my skin tints, and even tinted sunscreens. Sometimes I will use my fingers for certain products or even a foundation brush, but I always love the way that my foundations apply with the Beauty Blender, and it never disappoints. So I love it. One of my most repurchased blushes is the NARS Orgasm Blush. This has been around for a very long time. This was really popular on YouTube back several years ago. Is it still just as popular? I'm not sure, because of course there are so many blushes and formulations that have come out since then, and I am a big fan of cream and liquid blushes. But this is the one that has been the most repurchased over the years. Now, of course, this is a little guy that I got from Sephora. I did redeem a few hundred points for this, and I thought, why not do that and get a little one that I can just throw in my makeup bag or in my purse. I have purchased many full sizes before, and currently I don't have a full size in my collection, but when this one is done, I will be purchasing the larger size. And I do have this on today. So this is a nice peachy pink shade with a little bit of that gold shimmer, and I just think it looks beautiful on the skin, and this would look good on so many skin tones as well. My most repurchased lip liner is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, and I've shared this in almost every single makeup tutorial that I have uploaded on my channel. I just really love this because it's universal. It goes with so many lip shades and lip formulations like lipsticks, lip glosses, tinted lip balms, and I just really love it. And this is also a shade that would look good on so many skin tones as well. So this will last me a fairly long time, and I just really love it. And in terms of that lip product, I will always purchase this, and I have purchased many of these already. And so this is the Makeup by Mario Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serum. These are the two that are my go-tos. So I have Rose Glow and Bear Glow, and I recently picked up his newest shade, which is Pink Glow. I did not include that one in this video because these are the two shades that I have repurchased over and over, and I have purchased a few of these already. And over the years, you know, there were some lip products that I have repurchased, like the Fresh lip treatments, the tinted lip balms. I have purchased those many times, like so many times it's sickening, but I don't actually use them as much anymore, which is why I'm not sharing it in this video. But these are the ones that I have been repurchasing the most lately, and I just really love them. I have Bare Glow on my lips today, and I've paired it up with the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner, and as you can see, the pairing goes really nicely together, and it's just that nice natural everyday look that again would look good on so many skin tones. My most repurchased mascara is the ILIA Limitless. Now this is is hands down one of the best because it gives that perfect separation, that length, that nice individual look. It's easy to remove at the end of the day, and I don't get raccoon eyes with this whatsoever. Now, before this, my most repurchased mascara was the IT Cosmetics Superhero mascara, and that one was lovely. That one did take a little bit more effort to remove at the end of the day, and sometimes I did experience raccoon eyes with it, but I did like it because it gave a lot of volume and length. But honestly, nothing beats this, and I really like how this is gentle on my lashes and it keeps my lashes feeling conditioned as well. So if you're in the market for a new mascara, I highly recommend looking into this. There is a small size to try out first before you invest in the larger size, and to be honest with you, I do that all the time. If I want to try a new mascara, I always see if they have travel sizes first because I am very picky when it comes to mascara. So I will always purchase a smaller size to see how I like it, and then of course if I love it, then I will invest in the larger size. The MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot is another product that I have repurchased several times. I actually use this to prime my eyelids and get it ready for eyeshadows, eyeliners, and whatnot. And so this is what I use to prime them, and it does a good job. It keeps my eyeshadows in place all day. The same thing with my eyeliners and even cream-based eyeshadows. And sometimes on those no makeup days, I will use this just to apply over the lid to get rid of any discoloration, as this shade in Painterly mimics my skin tone, so it looks natural and it just looks like my skin. So I use it two different ways and I really love it. Of course, there are other shades to pick from, and this lasts a very long time as well. I usually purchase just one a year because a little bit does go a long way and it does the job well. And the last two most repurchased makeup items is for the brows. And so this is my tried and true Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. So one end comes with a spoolie, the other end is the pencil. And this is really quick and easy to use. It does the job well to fill in those brows to create that fuller look, and it's also very long wearing. So I have it in the shade Taupe, but I also really love the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pen, and lately that's what I've been using. It gives that nice individual hair look. It mimics those natural hairs, and I think it's also a product that is more time consuming. So if you don't have time on your hands and you're not that great with the brow pen, then something like this is just good to have, because again, you don't need to think, you just quickly fill in your brows and you're done. So again, this is why I have repurchased this the most, because it's just one of those staples that I need to have. And the other one is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. And again, this application is very quick and easy to use. This gives that nice bushy brow look, but it also keeps the brows in place. But if I really want my brows to stay in place, I will always use the Anastasia Brow Freeze that comes in a pot. I tend to use that one the most because that one literally freezes your brows in place. But if I want that nice bushy brow, this is what I use. And again, I've been using this for years and I can't recommend it enough. So those are all of my most repurchased makeup products. I really hope that you enjoyed this style of video. And if you did, please let me know in the comments below, and also by giving this video a big thumbs up. I will be linking all of the products, including shades, below for you in my description box for your reference. Thank you so much for watching. I always do appreciate it. And of course, I will see you all in the next one. Take care, and I will see you all then. Bye, guys.